La 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 la. Hello, story listeners. Pat, storyteller, here again with a new tale from my storytelling spirit and me. I want to also say something about the way of our planet and the way we have been living on our planet seems to be somewhat like a person living a carefree lifestyle with little concern for their health, indulging in all manner of adventuring and feeling immortal the way often young people do, and then finding that one day, because of our carefree, perhaps careless lifestyle, our health begins to suffer, at which point we may see a doctor who says, you're going to have to change your diet and your lifestyle if you want to stay alive or at least have a healthy life in the meantime. And this is what it seems we are confronted with, that we as a species on the planet have to have a complete lifestyle change in order to keep going forward in a healthy way. But with humans, we are so complex. There is so much that needs to be dealt with to become healthy. Our need to always have more and more and more has to be reckoned with. Greed, fear, material insecurities. We need a new diet, new lifestyle to address these unanswered overemphases, let's say. And it's not that the answer is not there, but we need to immediately get on with a new fitness plan, to draw an analogy. Anyway, that's a bit about where we sort of need to have our mind frame readjusted, and urgently. And now, here's today's tale about a man walking down a road that felt to him that he was walking up a hill instead, for he had many burdens on the back of his mind. The day before, he was in a room talking with his sister. She was only able to be in her bed, for she had come into some illness she could not name. "How are you to manage, my brother? I have always been your help, your protector. Now you will have to find a new help, a new protector, for this bed is now my everyday base." The man loved his sister, for who would not love the one who helps and protects? She protected him from the wrath of their father, who would not allow excuses for the frail boy's seeming imperfections, for he spoke with a stutter and was often easily frightened. Now he was an old man, and his sister was even older than he was. She was now being helped and protected by her own bed. But for how long? And so, on this day, after visiting his sister and describing the events of the activities all over the city and what the neighbors nearby had been doing or not doing, then when the silence became too long in their conversation, his sister asked him that important question, for she had been resting in her bed and taking doctor's visits for many weeks. Of course, their father had been long gone to the place above and beyond, so his sister did not have to be present to stand between them as the defender anymore. And in any case, between the brother and the sister, they had long forgiven their father. He left this life a frail man, far from fearsome, and thus forgiveness came without much effort. But as the man walked along, as though struggling uphill, under the burden, he felt he had to forgive now his sister. Or was it fate that he had to forgive for taking away his protection and help? So he went to the one person he could talk to when he needed to talk about man things, things he couldn't tell his sister, for now he was carrying the burden of mortal frailty. Bartender Joe gave him the simple answer, for weren't they always simple? Go tell your sister, thanks. And now, here comes the card reading, the card pull. Here we go. Ah, yes. Your angels and your higher spirits are watching over you. Angels and your higher spirits are watching over you.